Okay, right. My first time ever driving an EV car. And this thing is a beauty. God, it's a flying machine. You know, I just bought a family car, and this thing is actually cheaper than the one I bought at home in Thailand, and it has got considerably more options and features on this thing and it makes me feel a bit sick. This thing is a beauty. Look how comfortable I am. Spacious, air conditioning. I've got 400 screens, technology telling me left, right and center what to do. And then the engineer just told me about the turning circle for parking. I don't know if these guys can show you or not. Here in Bursa, Turkey's automotive industry is taking shape, and this beauty is the result. Clean, quiet, confident. Togg has created an EV living space with a whole ecosystem, and it is a winner. You know, we know EV is the future, of course, and Bursa is right at the forefront. You know, from Turkey's future on wheels to its rich automotive past, it's quite a ride. After yesterday's sleek silence of Togg, coming here to the museum to see all the classic cars and timeless carriages, it's like going back in time. So let's go and check out what they've got. Here at this museum, I'm not just looking at cars, I'm tracing the journey of Anatolia on four wheels, from wooden carts to Turkey's very own automobiles. Each design, each engine tells a story of change, ambition and motion. Bursa, on the western side of Turkey, along the shores of the Marmara Sea, is a city where history and nature come together. Now, I'm stepping into one of Bursa's most iconic historical buildings. It isn't just a bazaar, it's a piece of living history. I'm in Koza Han. This is a seriously important place in the travel world, historically, geographically, economically. This is the end of the Silk Route. The traditional Silk Route finishes here. So of course, this is the spot that is famous for buying silk and selling silk. And today I'm with Mesut, who's a local businessman, an entrepreneur, and he knows a lot about the industry and about Koza Han specifically. So let's have a chat. Mesut, thank you.
Welcome. Nice to see you here.
Yeah, so wow, this is a really important place in the history of the world, actually.
Koza Han has many names, and one of them is the Pearl of Bursa. Bursa is the first capital of the Ottoman Empire,
Right.
and our land fields are very good for producing mulberry trees,
Right.
and therefore our silkworms are special from Bursa. And the silk in Bursa was very popular about 300-400 years back.
So traditionally then, on the Silk Route, the silk was produced here?
The silk was produced here, and even Koza Han was a trade center of silk. Also, some silk came from abroad to Bursa, and it was finished here and sold all over Europe.
Wow. And how about this building? Because it looks ancient.
This building was built by second Bayezid in the end of 14th century. We have here about 98 shops here, and in all of the shops, in 95%, maybe just 1-2 shops are selling different gift items, but the rest sell just silk items.
Wow. So this building has been here 600 or 700 years, still working the same for centuries?
Yes, in the last period it is just selling silk items, but in the old times it was a caravanserai. And down the salesmen and the businessmen, they traveled with their camels, horses, and they bring silk here and they sleep here and they make trade here.
Amazing. So if I'm with you, it means that I'm going to get a good price if I buy some silk for my family?
I think for sure you will find something very different, nice, and what you are looking for. And the price is, it depends on the item, but we have fair prices here.
Please.
Let's have a look.
Thank you, let's go.
Okay. I would like to show you our generic item. With this item, exactly how it has to be.
But this is not a headscarf, right?
They prefer even this size, and there's no, you know, and it's not too big even. This is our generic item.
The best seller.
Yes, the best seller, and even the quality is very high quality.
I'm walking through the heart of Bursa, among the mosques and madrasas and caravanserais that have stood for centuries. Here, you're not just exploring a city, you're travelling through time.
I'm just outside the Grand Mosque of Bursa, which is an early example of an Ottoman masterpiece. It's over 600 years old, and it's famous for a central fountain inside for ablution. Today, it's an icon of the city, and it's still super popular for pilgrims, of course, but also tourists like me. So let's go and see inside. Here in Bursa's Muridiya complex, you can feel both peace and power in perfect balance. And these ancient tombs hold the dreams, the triumphs, and the sorrow of an empire, all gently preserved by the quiet balance of time. Right here in the heart of Bursa stands the Topane clock tower. It's quiet, proud, and standing watch over the city since it was rebuilt back in 1905. Up here, you get the most spectacular views of the city, even the mountain range in the distance. I'm here today to meet with a local professor and historian who will teach me why Bursa is just so important. I know it's a long topic and you know a lot, but for a simple guy, tell me why Bursa was important before and now still is important.
Yeah, actually this is starting point of Ottoman Empire, and the place we are in was a castle city before Ottoman conquest. It was a small city, 2,000 houses and maybe around 10,000 inhabitants. But after Ottoman conquest, it grew. It became one of the most important cities in this region.
What year was Bursa the capital of?
Actually, in 1326, it was conquered by Ottoman army, and it was during 39 years the official capital of Ottoman Empire.
And this area that we're sitting in specifically, beautiful view, lots of tourists of course, but this also holds a special significance for Bursa, right?
That's right. It's very important for people of Bursa, not only for people of Bursa, for whole Turkish people too, because there are tombs of two fathers of Ottoman Empire. On the right side, you will see the tomb of Osman Gazi, founder of Ottoman Empire.
Wow.
And in front of us, there is the tomb of Orhan Gazi, son of Osman Gazi, also the conqueror of Bursa.
These special tombs have special guards. Dressed in traditional Ottoman uniforms, they stand watch at the resting place of the empire's two founding fathers. And they never left these tombs. Guards take turns in ceremonial change of duty.
Actually, cities have a living soul, transmitted from one generation to another generation. So still we have this living soul, charming, beautiful, food, culture.
Okay, so when it comes to the food then, you mentioned that the food is also something amazing. I'm like a child for sweet things.
Yeah.
Is there anything sweet and delicious that Bursa is famous for?
Of course. Candied chestnut is very famous. It's
Okay.
totally peculiar to Bursa.
Right? Okay, I'll give that a shot for sure. Well, Dr. Mehmet, thank you for your time. That was fascinating. I'm very happy to be here and to learn all these things is special, so thank you very much.
You're welcome. Happy to see you in our beautiful city.
Thank you.
I'm off to try Bursa's legendary candied chestnuts, just as Dr. Mehmet recommended. Let's see what all this sweetness is about.
Thank you. I've never even heard of these things before, but it's popular here.
It's too much popular here. Our company is coming almost 100 years old in a short time. My grandfather created the candied chestnut in Bursa. That's what I heard. Now we are the third generation, actually.
Great. Okay, wonderful, yeah. And so then what does it, you take a fresh chestnut and then what's
You know
the
what
next?
we do? The chestnuts are with shell.
Right.
So we are bringing the chestnuts from the villages to the factory and then we peel them.
Okay.
After peeling, we deep freeze them. Then production starts with again from the freezer to the production. We give the soup and then we pack them.
Easy.
Easy.
Okay, let's give it a crack.
Of course, with our pleasure.
Thank you.
There you go. And we have the chocolate coated ones as well.
It's
So
definitely the best way to eat a chestnut in my experience.
actually, it's a nice gift from Bursa.
Oh, it tastes so good. It still has the texture of the chestnut, of course,
Of course.
but that little sweet kick, that's magic. Ali, thank you very much for this.
You're welcome.
It is great
It's
for me
our
to
pleasure.
discover a new dessert.
It's our pleasure. Thanks for coming and visit us also in Bursa.
Sure, I will look for these anytime I'm back in Turkey for sure. Absolutely delicious.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Bursa wakes up early, with markets buzzing and bakeries glowing. Time to follow the scent of local flavours.
You know, it is a blessing when you come to visit a new place and you keep getting the same recommendation for a local delicacy. And that's been happening to me here in Bursa. Everybody is saying, tahin pide, tahin pide. So finally, I'm going to give it a go. Okay, so this is the famous tahin pide. Could you tell me how it's made, why it's famous, why it's so delicious?
Osmanlılar geldiğinde burada bir külliye kuruyorlar. O külliyede aşevleri var. Aşevlerinde de helva sohbetleri var. Bu pidenin benzeri şeyler o sırada yapılıyor. Bizim üstadımız 1928 yılında farklılaştırarak tahin ve hamuru ve şekeri birleştirerek yapıyor ve dolayısıyla da kültürümüze bir ürün olarak ekleniyor.
Okay, so the history is important, but the taste is even more important. So
Yes.
it's fresh
Yes.
today.
Bütün ürünler günlük. Un, su ve ekşi mayadan oluşan bir hamuru var. Dolayısıyla da bu lezzet ortaya çıkmış oluyor.
With the tahin pide, so delicious, but a little bit sweet, right? People have this for breakfast, or how do you eat it?
gençliğimde biz sadece bunu sabahleyin 10'a kadar üretirdik. Gastronomi turizmiyle beraber akşam saat 7'ye 8'e kadar biz üretiyoruz ve insanlar o saatlerde bile gelip tahinli pideyi tatlı niyetine. Bütün gün boyu artık tahinli pide tüketilebiliyor.
So delicious, so fresh. It's put me in a very good mood and I'm ready to see the rest of Bursa. And for you guys, look at this. You can't ask for a better breakfast. You know you can feel when people make something with love, just like your granny did. And of course, the one that's a little bit more innocent, still delicious. This one, a little less innocent and a little more delicious. And then the Tahin pide. This is something from another planet. So give it a crack. We'll see you guys there. I'm in a local farmers market here in the center of Bursa, and I'm blessed with the presence of wellness chef, blogger, influencer, Edil. Thank you, Edil.
I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, so you were born here?
I was born here. I lived here until I was 11 years old full time. And after that, I've been visiting, once or twice a month.
And now your craft is actually, you're a chef or a wellness guru, right?
Yes, I started out as a chef, and in the past 5-6 years, I'm more into wellness. I'm taking an education in naturopathic nutrition.
Okay.
So I'm trying to merge both.
Great. And how about living in Türkiye for that? Is it an easy place to be able to source these kind of things?
It's a great place because we have so much local produce, and the Aegean side, it has like so many herbs and olive oils and fruits, and the eastern side, it's also very special because then you have like the beautiful meat dishes and spices. So yeah, there's lots of to create recipes from.
And what about Bursa in particular? What would you say is like a speciality from the city or the region?
When you look at geographically, it's very close to the sea, but we also have the mountains. So it has like beautiful produce. For example, peaches are great here.
Okay.
Now is not the season, but if you come in summer, like you get to taste the most beautiful peaches.
Okay, great. So hopefully we're going to be able to go and have dinner tonight and you can explain some more stuff about Turkish food to me.
Yes, I would love to. And we're actually going to a very special place. I'm happy to have this experience with you.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, Edil. Okay, so what should we start with?
Well, I'm gonna start with the plates because
Okay.
These are like quite famous in Turkey. They're the tiles from İznik, and they're very special. And I think they're famous all around the world.
Okay.
So I just wanted to show you. And we have here both Istanbul and Anatolian dishes, which is nice. But this is supposed to be very good. It's with artichokes and fennel.
Okay, artichokes and fennel.
Yeah.
And what's this pink thing on top?
It's some caramelized onions.
Okay. So we're going for healthy dinner tonight?
Yes, we are. Actually, everything looks very wholesome, right?
Okay. Feed me, though. I'm starving.
Okay. So here we have zahter. Zahter is kind of a special thyme.
Oh, wow.
Which grows in the mountains.
That is a strong smell.
And we use it with salads like it. And I believe this one is with some parsley as well.
It kind of looks like tabbouleh from Lebanon.
It does, yeah. And we also have some like peppers. But this is also like a great option for breakfasts.
I never had it in a salad like this before. Great.
Here we have a salad with beets, pomegranates, walnuts.
Thank you.
I believe this is Turkish white cheese.
Oh, wow. Look at this. You know, they always say that the more colors in your food, the healthier it is, right?
Exactly. And again, Turkish cuisine is very good with that.
Yeah.
Like as you can see, we always have so many different colors.
I'm sure everything with farmers market this evening, I'm sure they can find everything locally. I would hope that they won't need to import anything with a country the size of Turkey.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes we do, but many of the vegetables and fruits we grow here a lot, and it's easy to get access to. We have a lot of variety.
Edil, wow, well this was a wonderful feast. Thank you for taking us through the market. Thank you for walking me through 500 dishes here as well.
Thank you for having me. I've had the best time.
Well guys, you can see, look at this. 1 million plates, 1 million colors. There's nothing quite like Turkish food. You know, I was researching the most visited places in the world today. 2 of the top 10 are in Turkey, and with food like this, it's no wonder. Gastronomic tourism in this country is exploding, and it's no surprise why. So come and enjoy, get fat like me. Thank you guys.
I headed east towards a town that once stood at the crossroads of empires. Iznik might seem like a small town, but this place is one of the most historic spots in all of Turkey. It's seen the rise and fall of empires, the Romans, the Byzantines, and of course the Ottomans. So we can say that every stone that we see tells a story, from ancient faiths to the tile work that's famous even to this day. Luckily, I'm going to be joined today by a local historian who will help me understand why Isnik is one of the most historically layered spots in the world. Luca, hi.
Hi, Ajahn.
Thank you for today.
Pleasure.
This place is spectacular.
Yeah, you just entered the city the way it was supposed to be, from the Istanbul gate. It used to be a freestanding triumphal arch, as you can see, like a little bit like the one that you had in Rome, the Arch of Constantine, or the Arc de Triomphe in Paris. If you want.
Yeah.
This is the main, one of the two roads which intersected at 90 degrees in the city center, built in the 1st century and later on incorporated into the walls in the late 3rd century.
So this is almost 2,000 years old?
2,000 years old, made of local marble.
Wow. And the rest of the place?
The rest of the place is for us to discover.
Okay, great.
So you have these walls which has been, as I told you, built in the late 3rd century and has been restored several times. In the 8th century, and then again in the 9th century, and then again in the 11th century, where a big earthquake shook the whole city and shook all and razed several buildings to the ground. And then again in the 13th century, where Nicaea briefly became the capital of the Byzantine Empire.
Oh, it was capital before?
It was Constantinople before, when Constantinople was taken by the Crusades, 4th Crusade in 1204. This city, the capital of the empire, moved to Nicaea, and then again in the 14th century. And here you can see one of the towers of the walls, but there also the Ottomans later on restored the walls of the city. So sometimes it's very difficult to understand from the masonry what is Byzantine and what is Ottoman, but this one is definitely 14th
Well, for me it's certainly difficult to understand.
Here we are at the so-called Basilica, Lake Basilica, which was discovered in 2010s, mid-2010s. It's a church, it's an early Christian basilica dedicated to St. Neophytus. And next to it, you see a necropolis, some tombs built close to the basilica. So the basilica is found by accident. It used to be submerged by water, and the waters have now receded, and they started the excavation. It's an early Christian basilica because Nicaea had several churches, built over time. This one of those. They said, or scholars think that this is one of the places which has hosted sessions of the First Council.
Wow.
And
so what era, what time frame are we thinking?
5th century, more or less.
Wow, it's beautiful.
So here we are in one of the most important buildings of Rome, Nicaea, and it's the theater, which summarizes, in a sense, the history of these wonderful cities, because you have indeed the Roman theater, which fell slowly out of use, and in the 6th century, part of the theater was reused to have with the chapel, Christian chapel, being built with wonderful frescoes, and later on, the entire space we are in was filled with debris in the 8th and 9th century, and then a necropolis was created, was dug in the area, where they found skulls belonging most probably to a bunch of soldiers which were executed in this place.
Okay, well Luca, thank you. Who would have thought such a small town would have so much history? I really appreciate your expertise.
Thank you so much, John.
It's been an eye-opener, thank you.